Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, and welcome to what is supposed to be Kenya special.
Yeah,
The very first one we're recording while on tour.
like we promised you, they've started.
We've really started, and Shen,
Mm.
I might just pass you a drink. A toast to this podcast.
Yeah,
Depends what you have in your drink, but mine is a bit sour.
those are your problems.
We're going to have a chit chat about what happened.
Yeah,
Now, most of you know we've been telling you about we're going on tour. We're going to visit. We hadn't told you where we were going.
yeah, I think so. Apart from those, maybe
Apart
we
from
might see
yeah,
the
it's,
flyer
yeah,
on our pages, on our TikTok, on our Instagram. But
Mm.
yeah,
So we made it to Kenya. We are at the coast,
the very
the very end
extreme end. Anytime
of
from
Kenya.
now, when you cross the ocean, where do you go?
Well, you could go to islands, Seychelles, Mauritius, Madagascar. You could cross over to Asia, the
You
Maldives.
might go to Asia as well. Might see
Yeah,
on the call them. Is
monsoon winds,
no, this cruise boats.
boat cruise.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So, as usual, my name is Sam.
My name is Shen Desmond.
A guy who, together with me, we've traveled for over 30 plus hours.
Yeah, over 30 plus. We were almost going to 40.
The journey from Uganda to Mombasa is crazy.
Yeah.
If you can fly,
Use bus.
yeah, we used a bus. If you can't fly, you could use a bus from Kampala to Nairobi, book a train a month before you get to Nairobi.
We had plans of flying when we reach where?
When we reach Nairobi,
When we reach
flying,
Nairobi.
we missed our flight.
Yeah, we reached very late. very
Yeah,
late.
we missed our flight. I don't know how they're going to compensate. I know they will.
They will, but they
we
give
will
us like
still-
half the
yeah.
money. But we are still suffering with emails of refunds.
Yeah. Failed to get a train still.
Of course, the train, we couldn't even look into it. We knew it was already
It
booked
was already
out.
booked out.
So we had to go for a road again.
We used the bus. A bus from Nairobi to Mombasa should be about 7 hours. That's what they told us. It ended up being 10 hours.
Because now tell me how we set off from Kampala at 7.
Let's first take them back. I feel like we've now skipped so much. Let's take them back. So Thursday evening, we set off from Kampala around 7:30. The journey was smooth through Wandegea, Mlago, Acacia side. That side, if you know Kampala very well. Before you know it, we are on the bypass. We are in Chireka. We take a U-turn through. I first want to tell them like how everything was because the chaos started from there. So through Boyogerere, there was traffic there. We go through Seta. There's that industrial park. We go through Mukono. Before you know it, we are in Jinja. What happened in Jinja?
Man, the first toll pass. Our bus has reached the time where it's not supposed to reach Jinja. Can you imagine?
So the bus we used is EcoBus. The EcoBus guys were telling us they have like a radar of drivers.
Yeah, like a route map, a road chart, something like that.
Road chart. That a certain bus is supposed to reach Jinja at least 11:30. We reached Jinja at 10.
Yeah.
So they say we cannot go past Jinja until it's 11:30. And we stopped there for an hour and a half.
Until it reaches 11:30.
11:30, we set off. I don't know what happened there. We slept off. Before we know it, we are waking up around 1:30. We are at the border. Now, most of you, if you saw my status,
if you're tuned in on
some TV, you know there was something that we hinted on.
Hell broke loose at the immigration.
The border. I don't know about airport immigration. Could not be as tough as border immigration. So we reach immigration, Busia border, because I think there are two borders. There's Malaba and Busia. So we use Busia. We reach Busia at around 1:30 a.m. We were sleeping, we are waking up, guys. Prepare your travel documents. We are at the border. First things first, as a guy who had never crossed a border, I had 3 bags.
You should always travel light. I'm going to
Yeah,
always
I've
tell you
noticed.
this. Travel light.
So I had 3 bags. One was just above us where I was seated. One was labeled, it was like in the trunk where they were keeping the bags, and I had like a cross bag. So when we move out, you're supposed to carry all your luggage and take it for screening. I first take my luggage through the screen. I picked it myself. Then Shen, as a guy who has traveled a lot, tells me, Sam, you're doing it wrong. You're not supposed to take your luggage away. Just put it here, let them scan it. It will find its way back to the what? The bus. I was stressed at that point. I'm like, I'm going to lose my luggage. But he told me, just don't worry, just put the luggage there. So I stayed with a cross bag. Fast forward, we go to like immigration. So they first like check your passport. So there's a lady who looks at it. They ask, say, give us your yellow book. I want to put my hands up. The yellow book I had wasn't authentic, and I knew it. And I'm not going to lie to the people watching us, Shen.
I thought about lying. There's nothing like lying.
The yellow book wasn't authentic, same as yours.
I just don't understand how the
criteria they use to choose which yellow book is
proper from a few people, and they leave a few people.
So we are standing in the line. A lady tells us, guys, give me your passport and your yellow book. We present it to them. So some other guys are given their books back. They like proceed to the next line. Our books are taken into the next room.
I'm like, yo, Sam.
Shen tells me, Sam,
where the hell are they taking us? We need to be on that immigration line.
We are on this side. The room, there are 2 gentlemen, very tough. They look like they don't want to.
Yeah.
So Shen tells me, you know what? I feel like there's a problem. I've sensed danger. I'm like, wow, where are our books? The lady says, your books are in there. Go in, they tell you
what's up.
So I was the first to enter. Of course, we are in a line. We were about, let's say, 6 people.
No, we were.
But there was a guy in. There were like 3 guys in. When I entered,
people who are in our bus.
Yes, when I entered, Shen stayed out. I had the guy tell a guy, you're going to give me, how much was it? 50,000. Then he gets my book and is like, where is Kamoga? And I'm like, I'm here, sir. The other guy tries to bargain. They tell him, get out. If you don't have 50,000, get out of my face. And I'm like,
he was crazy in that
office. So I enter and I'm like, Mr. Kamoga. He looks at my passport. I'm like, my passport doesn't have any issues. It's authentic. He closes it. He puts it aside. He looks at my yellow book.
Yeah.
He's like, that's the most interesting part. He's like, Mr. Kamoga, where did you get this yellow book from? My yellow book wasn't authentic. And I'm like, I knew the stuff that was in the book. I tell him that the health center, I won't mention it here. He's like, okay, but this doesn't look authentic to me. As a guy who knows about crime intelligence, I was like, let me not rush to react or say something. I kept quiet. I looked at him and he told me, were you vaccinated? And I'm like, yes, sir, I was vaccinated. He asked me, where did you take the injection, the vaccination injection? Which part of the body?
Which part of the body?
I still calmed myself down. And in my head, I don't know where the fucking vaccine is put.
Bro, I was standing at the door. I wasn't hearing much what they were saying, but I saw where a man pointed. I was disappointed.
So, we all know they put the vaccine. I didn't know by that time.
That way, you weren't vaccinated.
Yes, I wasn't vaccinated. I wouldn't know. So one of them asks me, Mr. Kamoga, were you vaccinated for yellow fever? I'm like, yes. Where were you vaccinated? And I did this.
Points here.
The man first looked down like this for like a few seconds. And he's like, no, you weren't vaccinated. I was like, sir, I was vaccinated. Like, you weren't.
Like, you're sure?
Yeah, I was sure. And he told me the yellow fever vaccine is not put there.
I think they put
I thought he was maybe playing like on my mind to see if I'm steady. And I'm like, he's like, no, you're lying to me. Give me 2,500 Kenyan shillings or 80,000 and we vaccinate you, or else you're not entering. They say, where is Desmond? My boy was at the entrance. He enters. Like, Desmond, where did you get your card from? He mentions a different place
than the one which is in
than the one which is in the book.
How the hell would I be still remembering?
The guy asked, where did you get this card from? Shen said, over Nakasero.
I said Makere.
Makerere. The guy said, but the book shows Nakasero. Then Shen gave an explanation, which, if I heard well, is like, over their offices are in Nakasero, but I think
I'm like, they camped at Makere and were vaccinated. I mean,
then they asked Shen, where were you vaccinated? Shen says, at the shoulder. And I'm like, I felt betrayed. Why didn't you let me know? Like,
okay.
Like you had to bring me up to
Let me
speed.
tell you, being honest,
I didn't expect.
No. I couldn't point where you pointed.
Because you knew it was wrong. The guy had trashed my answer.
Yes, but I also didn't know where they vaccinated.
How
we all weren't vaccinated,
Yes, we weren't vaccinated.
Yes.
No, me now I'm vaccinated, you're not.
So we are still telling that was the
story.
vaccine they gave you.
So the madam tells me you're either bringing 2,500 Kenyan shillings, which is equivalent to around 75, 80k. Because we're not vaccinated, we are vaccinating if you want to enter Kenya. They tell Shen, yes, you might have been vaccinated, because Shen pointed the right part where the vaccine is taken. But this book is not authentic. There are some things missing. We are selling to you an authentic book with the proper details. Bring 50k.
Bro, they're not joking. There's no bargaining meanwhile.
Meanwhile, the line is going. We have to check in at immigration now, because these are like, they're checking authenticity of our travel documents. We have to go to the what?
Yes,
immigration guys. So I looked at Shen. Shen looks at me. We look at the guy. He was serious. I'm like, Shen, you know what? Let's pay. So me, by that time, we had exchanged some money into Kenyan shillings. Shen had some money in Kenyan shillings. We both pay. So like, Mr. Kamaga, enter that room. We are going to vaccinate you. So I enter the room. And I'm still defiant. I tell the man, them, I've given you money. I don't want to take the vaccine. The truth is, I was not. This is like, it's not about the money. You have to be vaccinated.
You tell him, man, I'm allergic. I might even
I tried to explain, but he wasn't like taking shit. So he's like, let me have your right shoulder. I opened my shirt. He got the thing out of a medical box.
Whatever.
What
God knows.
I don't know what I was vaccinated. If anything happens to me,
blame those guys.
Blame the guys at the border. So they vaccinate me with. If it was yellow fever, thank God I'm vaccinated now. If it wasn't, God sees that guy who took my money and didn't vaccinate me. So then we get out. They give us new books now. Our yellow fever books have the government of Kenya. They're not Uganda.
Yeah.
So they give us the books. Then we go to immigration. We reach immigration. Of course, they scan your fingerprints. They look at your passport. They ask you, where are you coming from? You first go through the first person who does that. Then you go to the person who is allowing you to enter Kenya. That's where there's also another drama. A lady asked me, Mr. Kamaga, where are you coming from? I said Mukono. He looked at my passport and said, this is showing a different place. I'm like, I was born in Mukono. My parents are in Mukono. And she's like, okay, where are you going? Mombasa. For what? I'm like, don't worry, she looks at me like this. I think she saw the frustration on my face, because at that time I was stressed and tired. First of all, I don't know where my bag is. In my head, I know I've lost bags already at the border. They've vaccinated me. I'm starting to feel pain in my arm. I don't know where Shen is. Like, remember they had separated us.
Yeah.
God. So finally we check in. We enter into Kenya. Then I finally link up with Shen. I ask him where is my bag. He says, I don't know. I was at that time, the bus guy is starting the bus. I'm like, if I go back, the bus might leave me. I told Shen, help me go and look for my bag.
I think you were scared.
I was. Like, I was traumatized. No, even from the injection, I have phobia for pain.
Like, how do you, man?
So, that's how we check into Kenya. We then enter the bus. Shen tells me, your bag must be in the bus. Chill. We take the bus. Now I want you to tell the story about what happened when we are in Kisumu. Because me, I was sleeping. You look like you had the whole story of what happened in Kisumu.
So now, like he said, we're done with the border shit.
Yeah, we've crossed it somehow.
The bus has set off. So now, from the border, I think the next town is Kisumu.
Yeah, which is a bit of a stretch. It's big.
Of course, it's It might be. We might say it here that it's the next town, but it's some good
huge
distance.
It's huge.
So we go. So the driver, I don't know whether he was sleeping.
There are two theories here. There's a theory of us that the guys he was driving.
Yes.
There's a theory he gave us yesterday evening when we had reached Nairobi.
Yes. We drive. We hit the first, let me call it pothole. The whole bus is in air.
All of us, bro,
like in air.
like everyone is off their seat. It's crazy. Thumbs up,
back. We're like, okay, we take that one.
Yeah, we are like, maybe he didn't see it.
We do like another distance.
Yeah.
Again, we're all up in the air. I'm like, nah. This is crazy. It can't keep on happening. So now I think people now get awake and what. Yeah. So in a few minutes from there,
yeah, like 10
we find ourselves
packed at a petrol
station.
Because after a second pothole, let's call it that.
Yeah.
Within some of us slept again.
Yes,
we are like, if we are to die, let's die when we are asleep.
We're not going to see how we're going to. But that was crazy.
That was crazy, scary, man.
So we in a few minutes we are packed at a random petrol station in Kisumu. This is like what?
It's like 5:30, 5:40.
Yeah, this is like 5:30, 5:40 a.m. And we're like, oh, maybe it is short call.
Yeah.
Stepping up, man, them was still asleep.
I was still sleeping.
So I
didn't know what was happening.
Yeah. I hear people outside talking,
Yeah.
I move out to see Wagwan to check. Tell me how the rim of a tire
was bent. It had made a U like this, like
like how you get that bottle top of a soda
and you bite. Maybe you bite it in the middle and it like creates a vent like this.
That's a rim of a whole
bus.
Of a tire of a bus. You know what that means? So basically, through the holes or whatever we hit, or the what made us have a flat.
Yeah,
the flat tire problem. So we couldn't move any further.
Yeah,
they were packed. They tried to
take off the wheel.
They tried to I don't know. I want to put it in a way that they tried to show us as if they are working on it, but they were doing shit.
Yeah.
All that time from 5, 6, 7
up to like 9 a.m.
8 up to like 9 a.m. They were there trying as if they're doing something, but they weren't doing anything. We are there. Meanwhile, we are in a bus. We are there.
We're chilling
in Kisumu. People. Yeah. Now we were supposed to reach Nairobi like around 10 a.m. But the 10 a.m. we are still even fixing the what? So those guys, I think maybe someone advised them, you drive go somewhere where they have like a welder cut the whole rim out, so that they can get the tire out. The tire wasn't getting out.
It wasn't getting out.
So they drive in Pola. We reach somewhere.
Still, it was still in Kisumu.
Yeah, it was still in Kisumu. Reach somewhere. They work on it.
The welder helped them cut out the whole rim and
they had their spare and they put it. Now, man, we're like, why didn't they do this much earlier, like at 8?
Maybe they did. Maybe 7. Okay, I want to like exonerate them. Maybe they didn't know the welder was there that time.
I don't know, man. They just pissed me off, man. We just
same, bro.
We missed our time like that just because of those niggas.
Yeah.
And we saw some people go out. People used tuk-tuk.
Some people like left us there. They chow the bus.
Yeah, but I feel like those are people who knew the place. Like
it's far. The place is far.
You see that way from Kisumu to Nairobi, it's like as if because we hadn't started the journey.
Guys, if you're watching this and you're Ugandan and you've never traveled, you've done a journey maybe from Kampala to Kampala. The longest journey I've done in Uganda was Kampala to Arua. That is like pocket change. It is very small.
Very small.
Kenya is huge. We drove. I think that the longest part we went through was Nakuru. There's a time I got tired of seeing like signposts or anything showing Nakuru.
Yeah, like how those petrol stations show
Nakuru. Area. I don't know. Kenyans will correct us if we are wrong. Nakuru, very huge. Kisumu, huge. Then we pass through another place called Kericho.
I feel like all their towns or districts or whatever they are very, very huge.
So we reached Nairobi at around 7 something
p.m.
The flight we had booked, because of course you book prior, was supposed to be like at 6. And that time reached maybe, I think we were still in Naivasha. If I remember very well. We were still in Naivasha. So that's how we miss it. We reach Nairobi and we're like, nah. Of course, when you check online, you know this flight.
That already showed check-in closed and everything
is closed and everything like that. Tell me why. We had people connecting us to like people who were in Kenya to help us. Maybe if we can't find the next transportation to Mombasa, we sleep in Nairobi. We do not have proper internet. MTN and Airtel, like they kind of work, but you need roaming bundles, which are expensive,
man. Which you surf for like 30 minutes,
and they say that
you've used 80%. Airtel was a bit fair for us, at least.
But MTN very unfriendly. It says everywhere you go, but MTN Uganda is not in Kenya. But we reached Nairobi at night. Then we had to make a decision to either sleep in Nairobi or get a bus to Mombasa. Tell me why. After at the Eco Bus station, we get someone to like help us because we do not know Nairobi.
Obviously, yeah.
So like help us get a bus to Mombasa. They give us a random guy. A guy who he's just in the street.
Yeah, those guys were always at the park.
Yeah, they're just like trying to make ends meet. Like he can get you anywhere you need in Nairobi in the next 2 minutes. He's like, I know where the bus is. I had 2 bags. He helped Shen carry his bag. Shen had 1 bag and a backpack. They carried Shen's suitcase. Bro, I have a cross bag, which is heavy, and one I'm holding by the hand. I also have a small bag. We sprint through, what's that road called? River Road. We sprint through River Road because they say it was around like 7:50 something. They said the bus is leaving at 8.
And the bus is not there.
Yeah, the bus is like a distance of, let's say, 10 minutes from where we are.
Like a kilometer plus can reach.
Bro, we sprint through River Road, pass through so many corners. Traffic is crazy.
I look behind, I'm like, yo, catch up the pace, man.
He had no bag. He says I should catch up. I could have caught up with the pace. Shen had no bag on him. The man who was guiding us helped Shen carry his suitcase. I had 2 bags. And you want me to catch up with your speed?
Yes.
That was selfish.
So the minute
you started looking behind and you were pissing me off.
No.
And
that's why I let you go in front.
Man, that was crazy. Hey. So we sprint through River Road. Finally, we get to the bus. Okay, not even a bus station. The bus was just parked on the street. It's called Daily Express. In our heads, they told us a bus from Nairobi to Mombasa is 1,500. Tell me why the man them tells us it is 2,400. And he said there are only 2 seats left. So Shen looks at me, I look at him.
And they say, tomorrow it will be more than this.
It will be more. So me, I factored in like, if we sleep in Nairobi, that is more money. Even waiting for another bus, which is going to be more expensive in the morning. And I'm like, at that time I was tired of the journey. I just want to reach Mombasa.
I remember, first of all, we lost money at the border.
We lost money at the border.
Now these niggas are, the money we expected that we could pay is more.
Like almost
because
double.
First of all, our plan was a flight which we've missed now,
which we had paid for.
So it was very crazy.
So finally, we are like, I told Shen, you know what? Let's pay the fucking money and leave Nairobi right now. So we ended up paying almost 1K plus of the money we were supposed to pay initially. Our bill could have been 3K. We ended up paying 5,400. We get onto a bus, which wasn't so uncomfortable. Of course, it was old model, but the seats were a bit okay.
Yeah, like the one we came in.
Yeah, so they told us we shall reach Mombasa at around 6. Drove. It was a bit passing through Nairobi. This other side of Nairobi, it's a very beautiful place, very developed. We found out
also like 8 hours or 9 hours.
Like 9 hours. Before you know it, we are in Mombasa in the morning. We called the lady who helped us with the accommodation. The roof above us, the Airbnb. Shout out to you, Yvonne. Whenever you come into Mombasa, just ask for us for the contact.
Yeah,
she's taking good care of us.
She's so helpful.
Yeah.
She's flexible. She can at least do things that.
Yeah, we've been here for a few hours, but we're already feeling at home.
Because literally we're recording this, but we've just been here today.
Yeah, we
at
came
like around 8
yeah, in the
8
morning.
a.m. in the morning.
So it's crazy, but it's been a good experience. Some money has been lost, but that's what makes the story even worth it. But we're going to be here for some more days. We shall record more, do more specials, take you around whenever we can, and also chill. Unless you have anything to tell them, Shen, before we close this off, because I want to rest.
You said rest is for the weekend.
Rest is for the weekend, but no, there's no rest for the weekend. But I need like an hour, an interval.
I rested a little bit, but still
you've rested.
I don't feel anything. I feel like I need to sleep.
No,
we haven't rested. We traveled for 35 plus hours, and here we are shooting a podcast.
Putting you guys on about what happened.
But I think we just wanted to let you know a little bit of what we passed through
and what to expect in case you want to come this side.
Yeah. There's a lot of things. If you want to come to Nairobi, maybe book things area so that you leave yourself gaps for such kinds of things. We didn't know our bus was gonna get an issue.
We didn't know because if our bus hadn't gotten an issue, we weren't going to miss a flight. Like it was going to be smooth.
Yeah, it was going to be smooth. We were going to reach at least early.
Yeah.
So
chill through Nairobi, take our flight in time.
Or just pray if you're planning to come, you don't get like issues, such kind of issues.
Like what we got.
Yeah, like the journey goes. If the journey goes as planned, if you booked early, you have maybe if you are going to get a flight or a train, and you reach early, then things can be okay. We are not trying to scare you, but the yellow book thing,
the yellow book,
crazy.
Let me tell you, I think at the airport you could go through because Shen used it at the airport and he went through.
But you know what the guy told me? I'm like, yo man, I've been using my yellow card book.
He said you were lucky.
He said you're lucky because you've not been caught.
Yeah, like, you're lucky that you've not been caught. But me, I'm not even hurt that he caught us. I'm not hurt, but the way he handled the whole situation was a bit, I wouldn't say rude. He was doing his job.
I don't know his job of what, of eating our money.
Man, fuck it. Nevertheless, we are here on holiday. But if you're traveling, if you can, please go get vaccinated.
Or make sure that, I think there's something, okay, because now what did they need in that book? I think there's a few stamps they need, like
it doesn't have, because ours had one stamp. The ones they gave us have like 3 stamps. I don't know. I've not checked it. When they gave it to me, I just closed it. But that yellow book thing will fuck you up at the border. Trust me. If you have one that is not authentic, if you've been lucky enough, like Shen was, and you passed the border with it, well done. We wish you the best. So Shen, I think that is it.
That is it for now. We don't want to make it so long. We know there's a lot that we're gonna give you, so that's a glimpse of what we've been through.
Kale guys, stay cool.
Yeah, see you.